Good afternoon. This is Tanisha Laverne Brown with BlackInAmerica.com. I am excited beyond measure to bring to the platform today a woman who is truly a trailblazer in the Hollywood space, Yvette Lee Bowser. Yvette, you may not know this, but I have tagged you on social media a few times because you gave me my SAG vouchers March 28th, 2001, I got my letter in the mail from SAG for being a featured background extra on For Your Love with the assist of the late Maynard Vigil. You are a part of the beautiful thread that just weaves through my life, through my career, and I just cannot thank you enough. You are one of the reasons I am sitting here today, and I just want to say you are a gift that keeps on giving, and congratulations on Run the World. It is amazing. So I want to talk a little bit about, you're quite welcome. I want to talk a little bit about the collaboration between, you and Lee Davenport on this amazing project. How did that come to be?
Sure. I was given a script by one of our mutual sorority sisters. We're both members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, as is our Vice President of the United States. I read it and I felt like there was a point of view there. There was a voice there that was intriguing to me. And I felt that we had our perspectives shared a lot in common. So I had a meeting with her, which I thought would be like, a lunch, and we'll see what comes of it. And it ended up being like a 3.5 hour lunch. A bunch of my friends came by. They all remembered seeing us that day.
Wow.
They're like, oh, this is that show from 3 years ago when I saw you in that lunch. And I'm like, yeah, that's the one. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. And we felt that we had, we shared a great deal in common, and where we differed, we felt that those things were complementary. So we felt that we could kind of have a good collaborative.
It's an amazing show. Every episode took me about an hour and a half to watch. So that tells you something. Every episode took me about an hour and a half to watch. First of all, I lived in Harlem for probably about 15 years, and I worked at Red Rooster when it opened.
Oh, wow.
So I was the girl, and my apartment was
you were just reliving it.
Yeah, I would roll out of my apartment and go right over to Yatanga. I mean, it's so beautiful to be able to see my life and the life of so many other women who are young and ambitious and just wanting something very specific for their lives, and having that unfold in Harlem. You did a wonderful, wonderful job. As a woman who has been in the business, who I consider a trailblazer, what are some of the technological advances that you are benefiting from now in your storytelling that didn't exist when you were doing Living Single and For Your Love and some of the other projects that you were a part of?
I'm sorry, your question cut out. What are some of
the technological advances that exist now that you didn't have when you were doing For Your Love and some of the other amazing projects that are benefiting to your storytelling now in 2021?
Right. I'm not so sure that there are technological advances that have really kind of changed the landscape as much as there is more of an openness to tell our stories in this kind of more cinematic fashion, not just kind of the, flat proscenium multicam format, which is, again, just a medium that I still love, enjoy, and appreciate. It's like comfort food, and people keep coming back to watch those shows over and over again. God bless them. Thank you for continuing to support and watch the work. But I think, these women in this show, they're definitely the characters are living in more technologically challenging times because people can just track you down. People can just tell your business vis-a-vis the technology. They're living through a a cancellation culture, where there's also, people get easily triggered and they go through the social media to tell the world. So I do believe that there's there's just another layer of complexity and challenge that we as a people are facing, and that we obviously more specifically as Black women are facing because of the technological advances. Even though the social media connects us in some ways, it also can create distance. Social media can be sometimes anti-social media or create a false sense of connection. And what we want to want to depict in the show is just those real, genuine human connections and the value of those. How we can also, that we're not just strivers, but that because of our relationships and who we are individually, we can also thrive in this world with all of this complexity and evolving technology.
So well done. So well done. So well done. You guys, you must see Run the World. It's coming out on Starz in May. Check it out. It has my stamp of approval as someone who has lived in Harlem and worked at Red Rooster. Yes. Again, congratulations to Nish Laverne Grant, talking with Yvette Lee Bowser, blackinamerica.com. Thank you. I'm trying. So now we have a little bit of time and I want to ask so many questions, but Yvette, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I thought I recognized your name. I was like, where do I know that name?
Yep. And your family's from Philly. I'm from Philly, the Philadelphia area.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. And God rest Maynard.
Yeah.
God rest Maynard.
I know.
I miss him. I miss him like crazy.
So do I. So do I. All right. Thank you. I got to get out of here. I know they're
so glad you love the show. I love this show so much.
Thank you. It's amazing.